Have you ever thought that you always keep catching a cold every other week? You've got a runny nose, you're sneezing, you've got watery eyes, and you keep thinking that you've got a cold. And you'll blame the AC, you'll blame the weather, you'll blame some or the other thing, and you'll take medications and you'll take your, ginger tea and everything, and you're just going to wait for it to pass. But what if I tell you that what you think is cold is not actually a cold at all? It's just allergies which are acting up, and cold is a symptom of the allergy. And the funny thing is that most of us don't even know about this. We never realize it, and we just keep taking medicines, or we keep saying that I've got low immunity, or it's just the weather, and that I just keep getting sick all the time, and that's it. And that's exactly what was happening with me, by the way. Today I'm here to tell you guys about how I figured out about my allergies, how much the test cost to get it done in Mumbai, because it is a little expensive, yeah, and what to do with it. Okay, so I'm going to start with my personal story. I've been falling sick, I would say twice a week or like thrice a week, and every now and then it happens no matter what the season is, how the weather is. I'm always sick. In the sense, I've always got a cold. When I say cold, I've got a runny nose, a stuffy nose, my eyes are watering, my head hurts, all of that, all right. And this has been going on for the last 3 to 4 years. It used to happen before that as well, but after the 3 to 4 years, since the last 3 to 4 years, it's become very frequent, to the point where I could not get my regular work done. I couldn't work. I really could not work physically. I work from home and I could not work. That's how sick I used to be. I could not go to the gym because I have a cold. I can't be in the AC. It's going to affect me more. I used to plan my travels, plan my days around my cold, because if I'm going to be in the airport, I would have to wear a mask. I'm going to put a picture. I would have to wear a mask, a earmuff, a hoodie, maybe carry a shawl or something, because it's going to be bad for me, and I know it. So I used to prepare for it. It used to be really bad. So anyway, what is a cold essentially, you guys? A cold is a basic symptom that something is wrong within your body. A cold does not always mean that it's just a cold. You could be fighting something internally, and the first symptom of it could be a cold. Now, for someone like me, someone who would get a cold all the time, it became a pain, right? So I was like, I really should be getting my allergy checked. Actually, it was not me. I was not for it. My fiance kept telling me that, you should really get it checked. My parents don't know this. That he told me. Not that he's my fiance. Come on, you guys. But so he was the one who kept telling me that, you should really get it checked. You should really get it checked. And I gave in eventually. And I insisted, and I told my parents that I want to go and get it tested, because I don't usually just go and do tests without telling my family, right? So I needed to let them know, and then they would join me in all of that. So I'm actually also going to put the name of the place, the location, Google Map links, everything in my description below, so that you guys can check it out for yourself. See, I'm already feeling a little sneezy. So basically, what happens is you call this place. It's called Viva Diagnostics. Siddhivinayak Mandir in Mumbai. It's like literally right next to Uska entrance. It's also a children's hospital, I believe. But uske under there is an allergy testing outlet, or whatever you want to call it, clinic, I think. And basically, you go over there, you book an appointment, you go over there, and while you're waiting outside, they'll hand you like a paper. I'm going to put pictures of everything over here, by the way. If I put pictures and I'm not on the side, it will probably be on my face, or I'm going to do some editing. But basically, they give you this sheet, and it's supposed to fill everything out. And after you go inside, they're gonna explain it to you. They're gonna explain. The doctor was amazing. I cannot recall his name right now. It was Pradeep or Praveen or Pankaj. I think it was Pankaj. Yeah, I think it was Dr. Pankaj. He was amazing, by the way. I'm gonna take this small break to ask you to please subscribe to my channel and like this video if you found it helpful so far. Now back to it. He explains everything to you. very, very well. So that's like fantastic. That's a very good review I would give, you know. So you go over there, Dr. Pankaj is gonna take care of you. He has not paid me to say this at all. I've got 30 subscribers, barely 30 subscribers. I'm just sharing my experience because he was really nice. So you go over there and he's gonna explain to you कि usually क्या होता है allergies में, and he's gonna ask if you've got pets. I don't know why I said that. If you've got pets, because that is apparently very important. And he's going to ask you the frequencies of these, what are your symptoms, why you came for an allergy test, what made you think that you wanted to come, for how long it's been going on, all of those, okay? And after that, they're going to give you a sheet of paper, which is going to have everything from like insects to food items to, it's got mainly food items because you know, we are allergic mainly to food and to the environment, but you don't eat the environment, right? That's how you'll understand in the test later, which I will tell you. But mainly it consisted of food items. So you take everything that you consume or will consume, but usually like I'm 26, so I already know everything that I consume, right? So I take everything on the paper, and they will be doing a skin prick test for exactly that, all right? And for example, if you're a vegetarian, they will not do any of the non-vegetarian tests, so you'll end up saving some money. So the cost was, oh, I can't recall. I think it was 50 rupees per test for per specimen, I think. And yeah, I think it was 50 rupees. Yeah, I think it was 50 rupees. I know the overall cost of it, but per test, I'm not sure. So anyway, if there's non-veg items, so say your price is gonna get reduced, it's gonna deduct, all right? So essentially, your average cost for the test is going to be around 9 to 10,000. It can be around 8,000. Mine was around 8,000 something something. I'm gonna put the exact figure here. So what it depends on what food items you consume, all right? So you're gonna take everything on the paper, and once you've done that, the doctor and his assistant, they're gonna come, and you're supposed to basically sit with your arms like this on the table, all right? And they'll put these droplets on your skin. They'll write numbers. The assistant is going to write numbers based on what you've ticked on the paper. And you're just supposed to like spread your arms out this way. And when you do that, she'll write the number, right? And after that, they're going to come and put droplets of every one of those specimens. I don't know how they get the droplets. Don't ask me that. But they'll put it off dust. They'll put it off the food items. They'll put it off all the other things, insects and everything, okay? And after that, it's a little painful. They'll take this needle and they'll prick on every single one of those drop, tick, 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 tick. Like they'll pierce your skin so that the droplet enters and has contact with you. And if it flares up in that area, you're allergic to it, basically. So that pricking, now it was not too painful for me. I've got a good threshold for pain, you know, but it hurted a little more than the bite of an ant. You know how usually people are like cheaty काटने जितना it hurts, but it was a little more than that. And sometimes एक prick में नहीं होता था. They used to prick the same place twice, and I wanted to scream at them. So much for good pain tolerance, but it is a little painful. I'm not gonna say it's pain free, but it's not even painful like, oh my god, it's gonna hurt a lot. No, it's not like that. Moderate, yeah. It's like all right. It's lesser than period cramps, so we can deal with it, yeah. I mean the girls, we can deal with it, right? So yeah, they prick your skin like that. And then you wait for 20 minutes. They're gonna put like these timers on the sides. So once it's 20 minutes, they're gonna come and check in on you again. So basically, your skin will swell up on the things that you're allergic to. I'm gonna put a picture of everything right here or whatever. So your skin swells up. So they've got this measuring unit. So they'll measure if it is 4 and above, it means you're allergic to it. If it's below 4, you're not allergic to it. Mine was 4 and above in a lot of things. So number one, I was super allergic to dust and dust mites. They were like on a number 8 for me. It was bad. It was really bad, all right. And I was allergic to cheese, to paneer, to a lot of dairy items, to rajma, to spinach, to coffee. A lot of these items, all right. That's my dog. So I was allergic to a lot of these items. And the best thing about Dr. Pankaj is that he's not gonna tell you, okay, come, I'll give you medications. So he saw everything, he measured, and he measured each single one. So there's like more than 100 over there. He sits and measures every single one, and then he's gonna give you a report of what you're allergic to and what you're not allergic to. Now this whole test costed me 8,000 something. I'm gonna put the figure over here, and they did not give me a hard copy report at that very moment. They mailed it to me later on, and Dr. Pankaj told me that he's going to give me a 6-month period to see if I'm eliminating these foods and making my own symptoms better so that I'm able to carry out with my life. And if I fail to do that, then he's going to put me on medication, all right. But it's not been 6 months yet anyway, and I am doing a lot better, by the way. But what I'm trying to say is, this was one aspect of the allergy test. He also told me to get the IgE antibody test. I think it's called that. Cost me 2,500. So total of my test was around. It was more than 10,000. The total of my test, and my IgE report was not good, you guys. So basically, the level is supposed to be at 100. Like the acceptable level is 100, and mine was at 600. It was really high. I think it basically shows how allergic you are and how inflamed you are, all right. And I had been saying that this was happening with me for the last 3 to 4 years. So I was insanely inflamed to all of this, like to the point where I could not breathe. Both my nose would be blocked. I could not do any kind of yoga because my nose would start running. I could not go. I would not go to my swimming classes. Just so much of it. You can't do so many things when you're allergic and when you don't know that you're allergic. So that's all the cost. That's all the pricing, the procedure that I talked about. And I'm not going to talk why you should get it tested. Other than all the other things that I just mentioned, which is so crucial. I spend a lot of time. So when you've got a cold, so I've got my sinuses get blocked. When I say blocked, they're like jam block. So this hurts. This hurts. And when it gets to this stage, it's not just this. The entire head hurts. It's worse than a migraine. The whole head hurts. The back of your neck hurts. My nape hurts. And my upper traps, they all hurt. So like peaches like this whole thing, I'm in pain. I'm in so much pain. It hurts so much. It's super painful. And for years, I'm not joking, I've taken painkillers. I would take cold medicines and I would take painkillers, and it would help. It would temporarily go away only to come back again a few days later. And anyone who knows even a little bit of science or whatever, you're going to know that taking that many painkillers is not good for your health. It's simply not good for your health. And I took a lot of them. When I got my allergies tested and the reports came in, and I learned how many things I was allergic to, my parents were not happy about it. So I come from a family where we all take a lot of medications, which I believe is the life of a lot of us people right now. We take a lot of medications in my family. Headache, you pop a pill. You have this, you pop a pill. You have anything, you want to pop a pill. So it was bad. And when my family saw the report, uh, they were like cussing the doctor that he's an idiot. He has no idea what he's talking about. How are we supposed to, like get rid of all these things? How can you not eat paneer? So my major allergy was with dust. There's a lot of prevention. I'm not going to fit them in this video. Maybe another video if someone wants to know. I don't know. There's a lot of videos on those on the internet. But I'm saying that your parents might not always be supportive. And you should not do what I did. I went and fought with them. I was like, no, I'm not going to eat any of these things. I'm going to do what the doctor told me to do. So like, they were completely against it and I was completely against them, and it did not work out very well. You should be understanding of them and try to get them to gradually be on board with you. I'm also going to talk about the benefits of what happened when you start eliminating the food you're allergic to. There are a lot of benefits, I'm telling you. So, yeah, I think that's it for today. That's the cost, the procedure, why you should do it, why it's important. And biggest thing, if you're living in a household like an Indian household where you're staying with your parents, give them some time because they're allergic to a lot of things too, but they don't give a okay. They don't care. They're like, who cares? We're just gonna eat it, right? And then we're gonna pop a pill. So learn to be patient. Learn to be patient. Learn to have empathy towards them. Help them understand why this is important for you instead of fighting with them. Don't do what I did. So learn from my mistakes. And if you think you're getting sick all the time, go get yourself tested. I'm not joking. Go and get yourself tested. It's expensive, but it is totally worth it. Okay, so bye for now. I'll see you in my next video.